Our topic of concern is Barfoed's test that can distinguish between the monosaccharide solution or monosaccharide sugar or and disaccharide sugar. So for that purpose we need to take two test tube. Firstly we are labeling the test tube. I have labeled test tube A and label the test tube B. ठीक है. For test tube A I will use monosaccharide solution. For that purpose I have written M over there in a short form just for my convenience only. And for test tube B I have written D, that is for disaccharide sugar. ठीक है. So this is just for my convenience. You can write A and B. You can also write mono and di just for distinguishing the two solutions. Now what I am doing is to add in a test tube, or you can say in a test tube first, that is a test tube, a solution which is called the original solution, about 2 ml. So solution A, I will take 2 ml of solution A in test tube A. Washing off the droppers and closing the lid of solution A and settling it at the back. Now it is turn for solution B. I will take the test tube B in which I will pour 2 ml of solution B into it. Two ml of solution B into a test tube B. Covering the lid and settling at the back. Now I have two test tubes. One is test tube A in which solution A is placed, and second is test tube B in which solution B is placed. Now I am going to add 3 ml of Barfoed's reagent into both of these test tubes. Look, this is the Barfoed reagent that can identify the type of sugar, whether it is monosaccharide or disaccharide. How it will identify? It will identify by the appearance of red precipitate into it. The monosaccharide sugar will give you red precipitates earlier than disaccharides within the span of 2 to 3 minutes. Now adding 3 ml of Barfoed's test, Barfoed reagent into test tube A using the same dropper, because I have the same solution to pour in both the test tubes. In the test tube B, I have taken 3 ml of Barfoed's reagent. Again, washing off the droppers to minimize the risk of contamination in future additions. Covering the lid, settling at the back. Now I am going to mix thoroughly. Now I will heat the solution in a boiling water bath. For that purpose, I will place the solution into a boiling water bath like this. Test tube A, and this is test tube B. We need to wait for a few minutes. This is the boiling water bath, you can see, and we will allow the solutions, both the solution, to boil. With the passage of time, We will look for the precipitates by the help of this forceps that allows the picking up of the test tube from the boiling water bath. Do not touch the test tube with your hand. So you can see the test tube turned into red colored solution. That means red colored precipitates are appearing into it.